Not my portion. Someone has asked me before if I would ever go under the knife. That is my biggest challenge. So once you're customizing it, romanticize it, make it look like it is the most amazing thing. It's a lifestyle. Opportunities that God gives us for us to do better. You need to love your body. Look what I've done. Share it as much and as far as possible. Don't be... Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to A Young Fire. My name is Tumi WMJ, and if you are seeing my face for the first time, this channel is for people who are on fire for God, people who are passionate about purpose, as well as enthusiastic about life and the future. It's been a while since we did a sit-down video, so I was actually not The last time we did one, we were talking about grooming, and I thought I definitely need to do a follow-up, and I'm going to be focused on that very soon. So I'm not going to disappoint you. So if you haven't liked, comment, subscribed, shared, followed us on Instagram, followed us on Twitter, Facebook, as well as TikTok, make sure you do that now before you forget. So I'm going to quickly play this little intro that I really need to change very soon. And you guys are going to see me on the flip side. Let's do that quickly. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today, I was coming from the gym and I said, you know what, let me just sit down and record this. Let me just press record. The battery of the camera is low, so I'm gonna try as much as possible to talk as much as, not even as fast, but as comprehensive as possible. I don't want to talk for forever in a day, but I really just want to talk to you guys and inspire you guys about this thing. You know, I'm losing weight for the 15th, 100th, millionth, 16th gazillion times, and depending on how long you've been following me, you probably are aware of the journey. And it's been since 2016, almost 2016, 2017, I started losing weight. And if you were there around back then, you will know that I lost a lot. You know, I lost a lot. I became quite skinny. I went from a size 42 to a size 34. So it was like a real paradigm shift for me. But then things happened. I went back, and I know that I've shared the story on many other platforms or on one-on-ones or when I'm talking to most of my friends or people that support and follow. But once I fell at a marathon, because I was a very avid runner, I was doing the Nike running app, runathons or whatever you used to call them. I was doing those things. I was running every other day, and one of the things at the back of my mind was also the Comrades Marathon. So I was just thinking, at one point in my life, I'm definitely going to do this, and I'm even at a point now where I'm feeling like that point is coming very closer and closer. So soon, I think also because people just ran the Comrades just the other day, and I don't even know how, but there was a day I woke up and I was dreaming that I had ran the Comrades, and I was just like, Kanjani Manje. But just to really come back to what we are talking about, I want to talk about this on this channel because a lot of my weight loss journey has been public, and I know a lot of people have always said that, are you sure that you want to take it public? Are you sure you want to involve people? Because a lot of times when you do involve people, then people have these expectations of you, then sometimes you don't get to do what you thought you would do, then, you know, it kind of backfires, and then it's like you are so hurt. And I was like, you know what? Even if this journey, especially this time around, can inspire anybody, I am willing, you know, I'm willing to allow it to inspire anybody. I'm willing to go through the process in front of everyone, because I mean, I've done it before, and to a huge extent, it's only advisable that you do it that way. You know, it's only advisable that you find yourself in a space where you can you can be inspired, because also a lot of people need the inspiration, but I also need the inspiration. So sometimes I share something instead of me being the one who's inspired, or instead of somebody else being inspired, I'm the one who's inspired by something someone says. So definitely going to continue sharing the journey. That's just one of the things that I'm definitely going to always do. So don't be shocked, don't be alarmed. I'm definitely going to continue doing that. But in today's video, I really want to talk about how you can sustain it, how you can keep it going, and what are some of the hacks that I've done. You know, previously I used to be such I was operating at like maximum. You know, I was at the peak of my exercising and my gym regime, and I know that with Daily Alpha you guys get to see when I'm at the gym. And even though it's not comprehensive, because you know, when you're at the gym you also don't want to distract yourself with, and it's not really distraction, but you don't want to distract yourself with content creation, because you know how it is. You can sit on your phone for like a good hour, you know, trying to edit something, or something is you're trying to do it. So I try as much as possible not to do it at the gym. So I try to record, then when I get home I'll be then doing everything else. So the motivation first things first, motivation first of why do you wake up in the morning, why do you do what you need to do. The biggest thing you need to understand is that you are doing it for yourself. You're doing it for yourself, and it's not a temporary thing. It is more of a lifestyle that you want to imbibe. I learned that you can have goals. You can say that by the end of September, this is how I want to look, and put a goal to it and then start working towards it. But the activities that you do, you know, before you get to September need to be very intentional, to say you are not doing something that's going to be temporary. You are doing something that's going to be quite permanent. So you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are doing quick fixes, you are dieting, you are putting stuff like you are going on a potato and yogurt diet, you are going on a cabbage soup diet, and all of those funny things. Because what happens with those things is that you drastically lose the weight for the 3-6 weeks, and then afterwards, when you go back to your normal life, then the normal weight comes back. So I would really encourage anybody who says, okay, I want to lose weight, I want to start losing weight, I want to look good, I want to feel good, I want to do something that's good for me. I would really recommend that you do it very incrementally. I've been reading Atomic Habits, so some of the things that I will say here, you know, will come from there. But also the science about it, you know, is really for you to lose small it's really for you to lose, you know, small increments, than for you to lose like 6-7 kgs in 2 days. Because if you do that, then your body goes into shock, you know, your skin starts sagging, you get all of these challenges that you don't want to do. Your liver gets shocked, you know, and your kidneys are wondering what the hell is going on, and you don't want to do that. So you really want to have that idea to say, I want to do this and I want to be able to sustain it, you know. And once you've decided this is what you want to do, the one thing that not a lot of people do, that I've always realized that this is the best thing to do, is to start praying about it. And I know people are like, oh, but it's just weight loss, why do I need to pray about it? Pray about it, because then when you do pray about it, you then get guidance from the Spirit of God about things that you are meant to do and things that you are not meant to do. And as a Christian, it might seem like, oh, I just want to lose weight, I'm sure somebody can teach me. If you pray about it, you submit that plan. So sometimes even God brings people into your life who will be able to teach you, who will be able to show you the things that you're supposed to do for your particular body. So one of the things that I used to do, which was quite stupid, but I used to do, is that I would say, I don't need a personal trainer. What I will do is that I will go to the gym, and then I will just look at, because I was at the gym almost every day, so I would see, like, if someone has a session with their personal trainer on Mondays, you know, every Monday from like 6 to 7 or 6 to 8, then I would just then study what they do. You know, I would study what they do. I would look at, okay, they go from this machine to that machine to that machine to that machine, and then I'm just gonna follow. But one of the things that I wouldn't have known is that there was a conversation, and that's why I'm saying it's quite stupid, because at the time I thought, oh man, this is the best way to, you know, to circumvent having a personal trainer. And then I learned that, you know what, I'm actually looking at someone's gym regime and I don't know what their goal is. I don't know what they want to do. I don't know what the challenges they have. So I'm mimicking their progression, which probably might delay me or put me into trouble. So what I then did is then I started researching for my own body. I started coming to learn how my body is, and then I started seeing the things that work for me. So I wouldn't also do like fads that you see on Instagram, that you see on TikTok now, because when I started doing gym stuff, TikTok wasn't a thing, you know. So you would really just go off with what you see on Instagram, on Twitter, or whatever. And I learned that it's not everything that's gonna work for you. So you need to find something that works for you. Try it. If it does work, stick to it and keep it moving. Literally keep it moving, because you don't want to find yourself not happy with the results, you know. Even stuff like fat injections, fat dissolving injections, body take. I did body take at some point in time. I did fat dissolving injections fat dissolving injections at some time. And the time that I did that, it was not even when I was the biggest. It was when I was actually almost done with my progress, and then I was doing all of these things to say I want to fast track things, I want to do a lot of things. And I remember that after I had my knee injury, it was becoming even more difficult to go back, you know. So I was thinking I need a quick fix, then I can maintain. And the quick fixes never worked. So even if, let me not rather say they never worked, they were not as effective as what I knew. And what I knew at the time was for me to go to gym and eat right. So you will also see how the progress starts, you know. For the first 4 weeks, you probably won't see nothing. 6 weeks, you'll probably start seeing something. And then when your journey is going up, then you start really seeing those things. And customize everything for yourself. That's the second thing, you know. And you customizing based on, that's the third thing rather, because the second thing is your prayer, is you praying about it. And the third thing will be customizing according to what the Spirit is telling you. And you know, the Spirit of God is really amazing, because He really talks to us about everything. And I have seen how even right now He's been talking to me about my weight loss journey, and He said, if you just trust and do the work and be committed, you know, He really is working that thing in me, you know, the commitment. Because He was saying, if you're committed like this, even when it comes to prayer and comes to the Word of God and comes to your service in the house of God, if you can commit to building your own body, then you can commit to everything else. The commitment principle you learn, and then you can then just replicate it in everything else in your life. And for me, I just kept on saying that, Holy Spirit, this is where I want to go, and this is where I want my life to be, you know, building a good regime. I know we've spoken about Project 50 for so long. Project 50, you know, the 50 days where you are building those morning routines and all of those things. And even at that, I've been speaking about doing it so long, and I've been procrastinating it. And I was even reading 5 a.m. Club even on my way to Lagos the other day, because I was like, I want to find myself in a space, I want to find myself in an area where I trust myself, I trust the work I put in, and I trust that I will be able to do the right thing. Because it's a everyday commitment. You wake up in the morning some days and you're just like, I don't want to go. The same way you wake up in the morning, you're like, I don't want to pray. But if you wake up and you do the work, you wake up and you put in the prayer, you wake up and put in that muscle, then you become stronger. That's one of the things that I like. You become stronger. And one of the things that I also do, right, to make it more interesting, is that when I go to the gym, I romanticize it. I really do romanticize it. If you know some of the things that I do, and that's the fourth thing that you need. Once you're customizing it, romanticize it, make it look like it is the most amazing thing after sliced bread, you know. Romanticize it, make it, you know, get the nice gym clothes that you want. If you see something that you've been gunning for, say, okay, in the next 2 months, I'm gonna buy or buy it now, and it's a large, and maybe you're wearing a double XL, and say, I'm going to buy this large, and then I'm just gonna romanticize me working out. So you incentivize yourself essentially to say, I'm romanticizing the work because I can't wait to get myself into this thing. And right there, I'm saying two things in one, which the first one is for you to make sure that as you're going to the gym, you make it an event, you know, you make sure that you look nice. And then coupled with that, you can then incentivize yourself to say, for me to make it look even more nicer, I am getting the nice gym fit. I saw a nice gym fit. I want to wear that. I want to do that, you know. And sharing your journey might not necessarily, which is the fifth or sixth thing, the fifth. Why am I losing count of the number? But that's another thing that you want to do. You really want to make sure that you are documenting it. Take the pictures, take the videos, take the snaps. You know, you might not want to share it like I do. I share it on my Instagram. I share it on my WhatsApp as well. Share it as much and as far as possible. Don't be ashamed. You know, that's one of the other things that I may have missed out when I was talking about your objective, is that you need to love your body. I love my body the way it is. You know what? I love it, even in its flabbiness, in its bigness, in its love-handledness. I love it. I love looking at myself. I love thinking this is good. This is God's creation. I love what I see. You know, because if you look at your body and you're wanting to change it out of disgust, you can even get to that point that you have pushed to and not like it. So my continued advice to you would be, don't allow yourself to be in a place where you don't like your body. It's very important that you love yourself. You love yourself the way you are, because if you don't, you will always be in contention. You will always be in contention, even if you are your ideal weight, even if you are ideal physique, even if you can get into the clothes that you get into. So love the way you look, you know, even if you're trying to augment. Someone has asked me before, and I'm gonna delve into a very controversial thing to say. Someone has asked me before if I would ever go under the knife, and I've always said I probably won't, because number one, I'm very intolerant to pain. So I see how some guys are just like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this for long. I'm just going to get I'm just gonna get the cash, and then I'm gonna go get a tummy tuck. I'm gonna go get the six pack. I'm gonna get the whatever. And I'm like, now I wonder if I'd be able to do something like that, because I'm scared of the pain. And honestly, if you ask me, I've watched a lot of YouTubers, and I watched a lot of YouTubers who have gone for of course, ladies who have gone for BBLs, who have did tummy tucks, who have reduced their breast, and I really find it interesting. I will watch. How I actually got introduced to one of the very popular YouTubers is because she was going for a BBL, and I was like, I want to see, and she would be crying, and I was just like, do you know how much your pain, even with hair transplants? For some of you who might not know, I am really losing a lot of hair. I've been losing hair, I think, I don't know for how long. It's been a long time. I'm losing hair. And I even saw a video the other day where somebody was doing a hair transplant, and I saw that on TikTok. And of course, after you see one and you watch it from beginning to the end, then they will start, showing them to you. And there was a day the person's head was huge, and I was like, not my portion. But I don't know, maybe one day, but not now. Even with tattoos, I've never really been that guy. But yeah, maybe one day. But for now, I'm definitely doing it the natural way, fixing the food, the diet. And that's another thing that when you come to diet, let's delve into diet a little bit, because that is my biggest challenge. So with diet is that, I'm a foodie. I really love good food. For some of you who follow me on Instagram will know I'm always out. I'm always eating somewhere, One of the things that I have also said to myself is that you can eat out, because a lot of times we think to ourselves that, you should only eat salads. You can eat good food. It's that when it's the portion. It's the portion control, and you eating the food. How does it look? Do you eat 80% good food and then 20% moderate food, or what I normally do, and I know that this is not something that is coined anywhere, it's just how I've really personalized everything for myself and romanticized my life, is that I will eat like one of my favorite foods, I will reward myself with my favorite foods, but I will put in the work at the gym. And what I will also do is that I will imbibe like a 60-40 kind of thing, almost even like a 70-30, to say the 70% of what I'm eating is good food. I'm eating good food, I'm eating healthy food, I'm eating stuff that will nourish my body. And then this other 10%, I'm eating somewhat okay food. Like I'll have a pasta that has a lot of greens, or I'll have a pasta that is made out of broccoli, or whatever the case is. And then the 10% is me eating the sweet stuff, the cake, the whatever. But even with that, I will eat it like once in a while. So how my week would look is that every day I'm eating a good breakfast, a good lunch, and a moderate dinner. That is Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday I can then do my thing. On Sunday, one comfort, lunch or dinner, because in the morning probably I might not have eaten because I was going to church, or we are fasting that day, or whatever the case is, and then I have that one meal on Sunday that is just going to give me a hug and get me ready for the new week. And as I'm going into the week, I am churning out. I'm looking at the food. One of the things that I used to drink a lot, and a lot of people might know this, is that I used to drink the green juice a lot because it was just regulating my system and making my metabolism a little bit faster. The only problem with that is that I stopped doing the actual home ones and I was starting to buy the Woolies ones, but the Woolies ones were giving me a heartburn. They were giving me horrible heartburn, so I kind of stopped that. And one of the other things that I've seen is that the natural stuff, very close, less processed, is best. So go for the stuff that you know what, this will fill me and it's less processed. Like for example, the watermelons, the grapes, the stuff that also has a lot of water content, because it will fill you up. Not for long, but it will fill you up. One of my go-to fruits is apples. I know that if I eat 2-3 apples, I'll be okay for a good half of the day. So by the time I get to eat, then I can focus, and I can focus on maybe even eating the right thing, because the biggest challenge that I've also seen is that I eat when I'm very, very, very hungry, and then the healthy food doesn't even look good for me. It doesn't look appetizing. I just feel like I want to eat and I want to stuff my face, I want to have pizza or whatever the case is. So I'm also admonishing you to say, try as much as possible to eat a little bit throughout the day, so that you don't have to take this one huge meal that will go against what you are doing. And also with the food, try as much as possible to not do the overcooked food, like the stews, and I'm saying try, and I know that I'm repeating that, try as much as possible, because I know that in the beginning it's not going to be easy, but once you get the hang of it, then once we do another video, and once I'm like really down, a couple of sizes down, then it will be a little bit better. But it's for me, it's us trying our best each and every single day, and we will get better. That's one thing about it. Lebo always says steps and staircases, because if you take one step, you are not where you used to be yesterday. So keep moving. Your body is getting stronger, your legs are getting stronger, your bum is getting stronger, your shoulders are getting stronger, your back is getting stronger, so your knees are getting stronger. So just like that, and as the stronger you get, you will look back and you'll be like, look what I've done. Look, can you? So I really want to admonish us to say, guys, weight loss is not something that happens overnight. It's a marathon. It's a lifestyle. That's another thing that I will continue stressing. It's a lifestyle. So psych yourself up and go for those colon cleanses. Don't come here and pretend like you are, I don't know what. It's not emasculating, it's not whatever. Just go for those colon cleanses, because even when we were younger, so I prefer it, because I don't want to have to deal with the admin. So I just know what I go there, they put, it comes out, I go. So colon cleanses are important. Don't skip your colon cleanses, okay? So we are going to be doing these regular catch-ups, I think, on weight loss. I didn't weigh myself. I didn't do all of those nice things. I just really thought, let me just do this, and I'll start even putting shorts. I'll start really documenting the weight loss journey. And it's not really a weight loss journey. Let me rather say I'll start documenting the fitness journey, me getting fit. Also, I've always wanted to play a sport, so maybe this is the opportunity I will get to play a sport. This is one of those opportunities that God gives us for us to do better. If you are in that space where you are in the fitness journey, don't allow yourself to get depressed. Don't allow yourself for it to take a toll on your mental health. I know it can be so difficult. It can be so difficult going into stores and you can't find clothes that fit. You can't find anything that looks good on you. Every time you need to do something, you need to go to the tailor. Romanticize it, make it look good, So if you enjoyed this video or think that you can drop more tips on things we can do, let's have like a little support group in the comment section. Let's talk about some of the things that we would do, some of the things that you have done if you've lost weight. I know that there's a couple of people that follow me that also do the same thing, you know, that are also losing weight or are getting fitter, are running, want to do something, they've got a goal, and there's so much we can learn from each other. So hoy your comments in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation about it. You know, tell me what you are doing right now, what your weight goal is, what your fitness goal is for the year. I know it's June, but we can definitely still get it. So thank you so much for tuning in, and until the next time I see you, have a good one.